If you've been trying to figure out how you can rank better in the search engines to get a bigger piece of the pie and get more customers, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about the importance of a Google business profile. This is part of a whole series talking about local SEO. You can find the same information in this book, Small Business, Big Visibility, Local SEO Made Easy, or you can watch the videos. Either way is great. You can find the book on Amazon. Now, today, like I say, we're talking about the Google business profile. If you don't have one and you're a small business owner, you are missing out in a huge way. Google gives themselves preference. They want you to use Google. They want everyone to use Google. They want everyone to stay on Google. So Google has given you as a business owner the opportunity to go in and fill out information about your business, and then they're going to showcase that to customers when they're coming to look for your business. So what does that mean? It means you need to go in, you need to go to Google, search Google business profile, and then it will give you an option to click to fill out a form and put your information in there. You're going to put your company name, your hours of operation, your phone number, kind of services you provide. They give you an opportunity to put your logo up there. They give you a chance to put photos that showcase your office and your staff, all that kind of stuff, so that customers can get to be familiar with your business. Now, what does this do? If people are doing a search, and let's say that we've been talking a lot about plumbers in Boise, Idaho. So let's use that as an example. Somebody types in, they say, I need a plumber, and they're in Boise, and it pulls up that little map section in the search results. That pulls from Google Business Profile. That is critical that you have a profile. All right, so let's jump back to how you fill that out. So we talked about going on, filling in the form. Once you do that, Google's going to ask you to verify your business, and there's a couple of different ways that they'll ask you to verify. They'll pick the method. It changes every so often. The most common right now is they're going to do a video verification where they have you take your phone, show your place of business, show a few different things. They'll walk you through that. You upload the video, and then they validate you as a business. What happens when that gets done is Google takes that, they accept it. Once your business is validated, then you have an opportunity, or your listing has an opportunity to show up when people search for you. Now, just setting up your Google business profile isn't always enough, especially if there's a lot of competitors doing the same thing. But if you don't have a Google business profile set up, then you're not going to be showing up no matter what. Now, I know some people are against Google or, oh, I don't want to do that kind of thing, and that's fine. Just recognize if you're a local business trying to do business in a local area, today, having a Google business profile is pretty much indispensable if you want to rank well on Google. So the choice is yours, whether or not you want to. But if you're not going to, I would recommend don't even trying to rank for local SEO on Google, because you're going to have such an uphill battle against the people who are. All right, did I convince you to get a Google business profile? I hope so. Now, there's a few gotchas on there, and we're going to talk in another video in greater detail about the Google business profile. But the thing to know is you're not going to outsmart Google, so don't try. Don't try and stuff it full of keywords. Be real. Think about your ideal customer, and then have the conversation with them. And what I mean by that is you're going to think about that ideal customer, and when you can write your description about your business, pretend you're telling your ideal customer who you are. And when you do that, you're going to say, oh, we are this, and we're this, and we love to do this, and we love to help people. You just start typing that out. Or if you don't like to type, just pick up your phone, record yourself, and then transcribe that conversation you're having with that imaginary ideal customer and put that in the description section for Google. Now, the more completely you fill out your Google business profile, the better off you're going to be. So make sure you get your hours of operation. Make sure if you have an address that you put the address in there. Now, a lot of businesses, they don't have a physical address where customers can come to them. That's okay. Google understands that. You can check a little box that says, don't share my address. I service my customers at their location. And then when you check that box, Google is going to understand that and won't show your actual physical address in there. And the other cool thing is you can come back and fill in more information later too. So if you're getting started and you're not sure about some of the parts and pieces, you can come back and fill back in, or let's say that things have changed, or maybe you're going to update your logo in a couple of months and you know that, it's fine. Put the information in as it is today, and then come back and update as needed. Now, Google has some requirements, so if you're not sure on your official business name versus the name they want you to use, go and read their terms and their help guides around that, because they have some rules. I had some customers that kept trying to put Inc. on back into their business name, even though that's their official business name. If you look, there's no businesses that say Inc. on it or LLC. Google wants you to leave the LLC, leave the Inc. off when you're describing your business name. You can go look it up. It's in their official documentation. And a lot of people get tripped up because they put that in there and Google's like, no, you're not following our instructions. So make sure if you have any questions like that, go check it out, read their help docs, watch the videos that talk about those parts and pieces so that you don't get tripped up. We're going to talk a little bit more in another video about what you can do with your Google Business Profile once it's built. I'll give you a little teaser though. Once you have it up and going, you want to get reviews and you can post on it regularly. That's going to help a ton. The more reviews, the better. And also, a lot of people are so scared of having a Google Business Profile because what if I get a bad review? Bad reviews are normal. There's crazy people out there. We've all experienced it. There's some people you can't please no matter what. There's one person that had 5-star review, then the customer got mad, gave them a 1-star review, and they're like, hey, what happened? And they're like, well, I just wanted to get your attention. They're like, well, why didn't you just call us? We literally asked you if you were happy with the service and you told us yes. They're like, well, yeah, I just wanted to get your attention. And they're like, okay, well, what is it that we did wrong? Oh, well, you just did this one little thing. And they're like, okay, we'll fix that one. They came and fixed it. The guy fixed the review. It's crazy. There's crazy people out there. You can't control them. But other customers know there's crazy. So if you get 1 or 2 bad reviews, sometimes it actually plays to your favor because then people are like, how did they respond to the crazies? Right? So if you have a chance when someone leaves a review for you to go in and put a response on there, be professional, explain the situation in a short summary sense. Say, hey, I understand you were mad about this. We did this to take care of it. You didn't respond to us. We've done everything we can. We apologize that you didn't like us. Hopefully you can find someone else that does business the way you're looking for. Something like that. Keep it professional. Make sure that you explain enough that if a potential customer came and looked at that 1-star review and then looked at your response, they're going to say, oh, I totally see it. I get it. That's okay. That's what you need to do. We're going to have a whole video talking about how you can optimize your Google Business Profile and what you can do to push it forward further and bigger. We're going to have more videos in the series. Also, we've already talked about tracking homepage pages that you need to have on your site. We've got some more great information coming up, so check out the whole series. Be sure to tune in so that you can outrank your competitors without the high prices of SEO companies.